Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Samara, also known as Nine American Princess. But in this video, I just wanted to show you guys basically the Heiken Ashi candle. Everybody has different ways that they pronounce this way. Sometimes I say Heiken, so don't be in the comment section, guys, and saying, guys, she's like incorrectly pronouncing this. No, I don't care. Sometimes I'll say Heiken, sometimes I'll say Heiken, whatever the case may be, but you know what I'm trying to say, because at the end of the day, we're trying to profit from this market and, you know, live our lives. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys the simplest way of earning money by using this simple strategy, and just kind of going into detail for you all. And then also I'm going to give you guys some indicators, just to kind of double check and, you know, secure your profits. All right, so let's get into it.
What's up?
Hey, yo, Ren, turn that up. She said, show me some affection.
All right, so in order to get your trading view or your market or your charts the same identical way as mine, you're basically going to go to tradingview.com. If you haven't already, you need to create an account. It is free to sign up and things like that. And yeah, you go from there. Now, if you want it black, you basically will come down here. You'll press those three columns right here, and then it'll go to dark color theme. All right. But we already have it or whatever. Like I told you guys, my favorite pair is EUR/USD. That's just my favorite pair. It's simple, it's easy, and I just make my money from that. Okay. From there, I will also have my candles, the Heiken Ashi, whatever. And I'll press those. They also have other different candles, selections, and different types. And there are going to be more strategies, guys, so look out for those. But yeah, so we're going to go with the Heiken Ashi. With the indicators, what you're going to do is you're going to type in STOH. I call it the stash. You know, the pronunciations. Hey guys, I don't care. So the stash, we're going to go ahead with the stash. Okay. So I had to type in the whole thing. Sorry, guys. So pretty much you just type that in. And I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. But simply, once it is up and going, you're basically going to get these indicators, and I'll show you guys the inputs and things like that. So for your K, you're going to do 14. For your D, you're going to be putting 3. And then smooth is also going to be 3. And just for the purpose of this video, I want it to be short and thorough for you guys. So I'm not going to like explain each column for you guys, but just do exactly what I'm telling you guys. Yeah. So once you do that, you want to go into the style. You want to make your K blue. And then you want the thickness. You can do it however. I simply like to do it this way, simply because I can see it better. But, you know, the thicker you want it, that's basically what it's going to be doing. So, yeah. Then with the D, you want it to be orange, and as well as you want thickness. And then you want the opacity, whatever, guys. It's late over here. I just got off of rotation. Okay, you basically want this all the way to the right side at least 100%. All right. And then you also want your upper band to be 80. And you also want this to be a dashed line. Okay. All right. You also want your lower band to be a dashed line, and you want this to be a 20. Okay. And then your background is basically like this, default. And then your precision is going to be default. Okay. So yeah, you just want that at default, and make sure that all of these bad boys are checked for y'all. Okay. All right. So I just gave y'all some indicators. So with this strategy, it's pretty much going in at either your flat bottoms or your flat tops. Okay. So anytime that you see flat tops, that means I will be going into a sale. Anytime that I see flat bottoms, that means I'll be going in for a buy. And what is so important about this strategy is simply because it has like a backup for it. So just in case you're kind of wishy on, okay, this is not like a full on flat bottom or flat top, I can still look at my indicators that I have created to see if it's a full on buy or sell, because sometimes the market is going to trick you and they may go in for a small buy and then all of a sudden that big old long red candle has just formed. So you may have thought, okay, this was a flat bottom, but then all of a sudden your next hour, next 15 minutes, a big old long red candle has formed. And sometimes those long candles form maybe based off of news, whatever the case may be. And we'll go into that going into the next videos. But in regards to identifying your flat tops and flat bottoms, so we're going to go with that first, and then I'll show you guys the back order on, the indicator. So I am looking for a buy opportunity, right? So with that being said, I want to go in with my flat bottoms, okay? And to be sure and to be cautious on getting a great entry point, I want to get in on my second or third flat bottom candle. You see that this candle has formed. It's not a flat bottom. So, okay, I know the market can still not be in my favor and not reverse. So I'm not going to get in on this candle, okay? So that candle, I'm not getting in on it, okay? But you see your first flat bottom right here. That's your first flat bottom. Now, if you're trying to risk it, hey, you can jump in, grab your little pips and dip. But if you're trying to actually secure a good position to where you can kind of get more pips at the end, risk and reward, then hey, wait on the second or third flat bottom. As you guys can see, this candle right here was our second flat bottom. So I would have gotten in at 1.19373. And normally, guys, this strategy here is more so of a market execution. So if I'm wanting to do a market execution trade, I'm going to use this strategy simply because it's easier for me to get in and then get out. Now, my resistance and my support lines are more so for my buy stops and my sell stops. So I wanted to be clear on that, okay? So I'm just mostly looking at, okay, when's the next candle that's not going to have that flat bottom, it's going to have that wick. And once I see that wick, then I'm going to get out. So we're in the 1 minute, market. Okay, guys, 1 minute. So each candle is being formed in 1 minute. So in 1 minute, this flat bottom has formed. Now, the second minute, this flat bottom has formed. So like I said, I would have jumped in on this on the second flat bottom, and I would have rolled it all the way up until I seen this wick. When I seen this wick, I would have took my profits and dipped right here and all the way to that bottom part. We would have been at 4 pips. Again, this is on a 1 minute time frame, okay? This is on a 1 minute time frame, okay? Now, normally with this strategy, I do it on the 15 minute, but you can do it on any time frame. Like I said previously in my videos, guys, you have to determine what type of trader you want to ultimately be, okay? Sometimes you could be a scalper trader, and then sometimes you may want to say, hey, I have enough in my account and I can just write it out and be a day trader. Hey, it is what it is. Basically, in 8 minutes, guys, you profited 5 pips. And depending on your lot size, you do the math. If you haven't already, go check the pips and lot sizes video. So again, guys, 4 pips, almost 5 pips is not bad at all. Not bad at all. So you may say, okay, well, Samara, how do I know if I want to double check if this is a real good buy? All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at your indicator where I told you. Your indicator is literally in line with this bad boy right here. Anytime that you see these lines crossing, just know to wait before making a move. Wait before making that decision of getting into a buy or a sell. Simply because you don't know if it crosses and then goes back down, or it crosses and actually goes the opposite way. Okay, so right here, we were at a short little sell right here, right, guys? It was crossing, right? It crossed up here at the top, right? So anytime that you have a red line on top of your blue line, that's indicating for a sell, and then vice versa. If you have your blue line on top of your red line, that indicates a buy. So I hope you guys are writing this in your trading journals, as I mentioned before, guys, because I'm teaching y'all, okay? So again, red line on top of your blue line is a sell. Blue line on top of your red line is a buy. So as you guys can see, we have crossed. I'm waiting. I'm going to wait that extra minute or extra 15 minutes or extra hour, whatever time frame you're trading on. I'm going to wait, okay? I'm going to wait until that next candle form. Once that next candle form, you can go ahead and see, okay, what is the market doing? Once it has crossed right here, we really want to get in when we see that gap. As you guys can see, this is a humongous gap in between. We are happy for gaps. That means that overall, we're going to get in some quick money, because the farther the gap is, the more likely your trade is doing great. It's in profits. But the more narrow that your trade is, it's a more riskier trade. Because as you guys can see, this is showing it's too narrow. Okay, it's very tight. But normally on your 1 minute time frames, there it's always going to be a little bit more tighter. Now, if you go into your 15 minute, your 30 minute charts, you're going to see more gaps. We want to see our gaps. When we see our gaps, that should give you the sign of relief, like, okay, I can kind of hold this little sale for a little bit, right? Now, you got a cross. If I'm in here for a sell when it first did its drop, I need to get out and take my profit at this next cross. Because right now, the market is telling you that it's possibly going to have a switch up where it's going to reverse and go for a buy, or it may spike you out, try to kick some people out, and then just shoot back down, okay? Because again, you have to think about it. The market is not your friend. It is your enemy at the end of the day. The market is not wanting you to be a millionaire or someone making profits off the market. The market's going to do whatever it has to do to kick out retail traders, because they know that they know that retail traders are not going to have millions of dollars in their account or $100,000 in their account. So we're really much of a easier target to kick, because they know that we're going to really over risk our accounts and things like that. So always be sure not to over risk. So again, anytime that you see a cross forming, we're going to get out. Okay. Now, guys, as I told you guys before, it has crossed, and our blue line is starting to go on top of our red, which indicates a buy. Now, I said this is our second flat bottom. I would have jumped in right there. And as you guys can see, that is another identifier of saying, okay, this is a positive buy. Because as you guys can see, it has rolled all the way up until it has crossed again, which was right here. And as you guys can see, it is that candle right here. So you guys on a 15-minute chart. Let's see what's popping. All right, so as I showed you guys, the 15-minute, they're gonna have more space, as I was showing you guys. It's more space, it's not as narrow as it was on the 1 minute chart. So we're gonna go right here in this column right here. All right, so again, zoom in, you know what I'm saying? It has crossed. We're jumping out of that trade. We jumped out. We see a wick. Even though it's a flat bottom, we still see a change going on in the market. We see a cross. we got to get out, jump out. Because if you did not jump out, you lost a little bit of money, even though you're still up some. You're still up. You just lost a little bit because you want to still hold on to that trade. But once you see this cross, in your indicators, it is time to step out. It is time to take your profits and dip and move on for another opportunity. Okay, guys? So with that being said, this bottom part, we jumped out of here. We're now going for a sell. We're looking for a sell opportunity. Okay. So, all right, we don't have no flat tops. No flat tops just yet, right? Okay, bam, we got a flat top, right? We got a flat top. Okay, so I'm gonna wait. Now, you may get risky and be like, okay, I'm trying to make this money. I'm gonna just take it. So, yeah, you could have got in for a sell, right? But me being a cautious trader, I'm going to go in on either my second or third flat top or flat bottom candle. Okay. I'm going in on this candle, right? So now you can just ride it down until you see this cross again. Once you see crosses, guys, your indicators is just telling you, hey, anything can happen. It's time to bounce or take your risk. What you want to do? You want to get the reward or you want to deal with the consequence? That's what it is. Anytime you see a cross in your indicators, guys, anytime you see a cross in your indicators, we are jumping out ASAP. That is pretty much all that you guys have to do with this strategy. It's the simplest strategy. It works on any time frame. So whatever time frame that you are comfortable with, use this strategy. That's about 32 pips. 32 pips, guys. 32 pips. Okay? It's that simple. In 1 hour, you made 32 pips. Depending on your lot size, if that was $1 lot size, you made $32 in 1 hour. That's somebody hourly pay, and you made this from your phone. So look at every opportunity as an opportunity of, wow, I could have made this minimum wage, working, actually putting in the work, busting a sweat in somebody's kitchen, right? But you made this from your phone, literally. But try this strategy out for me and go in the comment section. Let me know how it was for you. Let me know if this is one of your favorite strategies. Let me know, guys. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative for you all. And I hope you guys are just riding with your girl. Yeah, I'm just so very grateful for you all. And I thank you guys for the support and the continuous love that you guys give to me. We are on the way to 10K subscribers. Subscribe to your girl's channel because it is what? It is free, FREE, point blank, period. And let's get this money. See y'all later. Peace.